Rahim. This is a class number 2 on the topic of circles. First lecture, I explain you how to find center and radius of circles and some other activities. But today I will teach some extra part. So read a statement here. We have given a circle equation here. You can see equation of circle given in a expanded form. And he said that this point A lies on circle. Look, and first of all, center and radius circle is a target. And job number 2, if A lies on circle, then find equation of tangent to circle at A. So job number 1, all of you familiar what to do? If you recall last lecture, we studied this one, x to power 2 plus y to power 2 plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c equals to 0. This top equation number 1 and this equation number 2. And after comparison, so comparing 1 and 2. So comparing 1 and 2, what I get. And we done it yesterday, I mean last class, that what is x coefficient here, 2g? What is x coefficient here? -2. So I can say here 2g is equals to -2. Same way, y coefficient is 2f, y coefficient is -4. So they are equals to each other. Last part, this c equals to that -5. But I think, yeah, we need it for it even. Okay, so let's start. I hope so all of you understood well. I explain again, this equation given by him, okay, and this equation we wrote ourselves, okay. Now, first of all, we compare them and comparison technique, what? The value written beside of x, whatever. This x and this x coefficient equals to each other. I got this this relationship. So this 2f and this -4 are equals to each other. So I believe you got idea. And same way, if I talk about this c is equal to -5, I think all points are very clear. So you know it, this point, this 2 will go there, will divide, and we will get -1 here. And same approach, 1 minute, please. Okay, same approach, this g is equals to -1 come from here. All right, and let's go for f value. This 2 will divide, and I will get the value of f, which is -2. All right, and you remember, yes, the last class I explained to you the center is always equals to what? -g and -f. So it means center turn to be, when I plug in this -1 in the place of this g, so minus into minus become plus. Same way this -2 goes in the place of f, minus and minus become plus. So center become 1 and 2. The center is very clear. I just explain again, radius formula root of f. So I'm going to replace it. So let's see how we can find the r radius value. R is equals to f square, and f value come from here is 1. Sorry, this is f value -2. So -2 come from here, and then -1 come from here, and c value come from here, and that is a -5. So -5. So short story, I got what? I get what answer? 4 plus 1, 5, and 5 and plus 5, 10. So 10 and 10 root is there, root 10. And root 10, all of you know, root 10, just, yeah, root 10, we will not write any decimal form like exact value. Let's check again. There's a 2 square, 4 plus 1, 5 plus 5, 10. So root 10. I think all of you understood how I got the center and radius. It's a revision of the previous lecture. Anyway, now let's go something new. And what is something new? He said that point A lies on circle, then find equation of tangent to circle at A. So I'm going to show you this is a circle, and try your best to make it diagram close, like accurate, even no issue, not accurate, just rough only. Okay, when he will say draw, then we'll draw. Okay, 1 and 2. So 1 and 2 is center of circle. We got it. And all of you know A is 2, 5, X is 2, Y is 5, given by him. X is 2, Y is 5. So let's say X is 2, Y 5. Somewhere here. Okay. Now have a look here. How we can find it. And let's take a scale. Look at now. This is a line which touch and go. Touch. This is called equation of tangent. Or I'll make it again here. Okay. So I believe all of you understanding what I'm saying. This is equation of tangent. Okay. And now let's start. How we can solve it? Part number 2. Part is actually B part. B part. So our target is very clear. Find equation of the tangent. So how to find it? And before I start, I show you some concept here. You can see here, I'll use a scale and I will join center with that point like this. Okay, wait a minute. Okay, it is creating some trouble, but anyway, this is a black line. I will take it. Okay, so this is very clear, or blue. So no problem. Have a look here. This is called radius. And all of you know, whenever a circle, a line touch with a circle and is a radius, an angle between radius and tangent always 90 degree. So don't forget this property. So it means very clear approach. The angle between radius and the tangent is 90 degree. So this is a 90 degree, I can say clearly. Okay, so this is 90 degree. This is 90 degree. And now center is 1, 2, and this given. And all of you know it. Then how to find equation of line? Formula is so clear. Formula so clear. Y minus y1 equals to m times 2x minus x1. Okay, this is a T for tangent. Okay, I'm looking for. Thing is that y1 is where 5. X1 is where 2. Reason, so because we're looking for equation of tangent. So we have these numbers. Only problem left, I don't have a gradient of the red line. So tangent gradient, I don't have it. But I can find it. How come? Do we have a radius of the gradient? We can find. So the gradient of radius we can find. So gradient of the radius, R for radius, is y2 minus y1. All of you know familiar. Formula of gradient y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So I'm finding it gradient of the radius y2 I take as a 5, y1 I take as 2. So 5 minus 2 and x2 minus x1 is 2 and 1. So I believe all of you understanding well. I got a gradient of radius is 3. And what is a, because as they're perpendicular, 90 degree. So what is a gradient of the tangent? So gradient of t for tangent, I take it -1 over 3. Logic, you know it very well whenever 90 degree comes. So gradient reciprocal. 3 means I have a 3 by 1. It flips, so 1 goes up, 3 comes down, and sign is a plus. So plus become minus, and 3 goes down, 1 comes up. So it's called reciprocal. And I believe all of you understand very well. This value I'm going to plug in here. And I believe now point is very clear. So -1 multiply right hand side and left hand, this multiply left hand side. So there's a way. So 3 multiply with the both values, it becomes 3 times 2y and 3, 5 times 15. And minus x and plus 2. And alhamdulillah rabbil alameen, I'm going to find the last form. And this is equation of tangent, what he was asking us. So I believe the point is very clear, no confusion at all. And now I'm going to give you one question to do, and you can see that. And wait a minute, maybe some students need a screenshot for this working. You can take a screenshot and use for the next part. So I'm going to give you similar kind of question, okay? And first of all, you need to find center and radius, and then you have to find equation of tangent. And get ready from textbook. We have a practice available. So I will take such a question, which is very good for us, and we can practice well. And this question number 8. If you read it, find center, radius of circle, and this 10, 0 lies on circle, find equation of tangent at A. So I suggest you question number 8, all of you try now, okay? And I will wait for you, and I'll give some time, practice first yourself, and then I will do for you. Yes, student, I hope so you taking reasonable time. I'm going to do now this question number 8. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. First of all, as you know it very well, what we do normally compare with the standard form. Sorry, it is a expanded form. X square plus y square plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c equal to 0. Equation number 1 is here and number 2 is already here available. So we will compare them. And all of you know familiar, what is x coefficient? Look at here. What is x coefficient here? 2g. And what is x coefficient here? -8. So we will put them equal to each other. So I'm saying here, compare 1 and 2. Compare 1 and 2. So I can say 2g is equal to -8. So 2g is equals to -8. -8. And similar, what is y coefficient? The number written by side of y is 2f and -6. So 2f is equals to -6. So, and now last part c, and c equal to -20. C is equals to -20. Now this 2 divides under 8 and we get g value, and g value is very clear -4. And this 2 divides on other side, it gives you a very clear -3. And now I'm going to do center. And all of you know center is not a hard to find. Center formula is -g, -f. So it means when I plug in the center, so this -4 when goes in the place of g, so this minus and minus we get plus, so 4. And this -3 goes there, same story. So give you 3. So center is 4, 3. And all of you know radius is very easy to find. R is equals to root of f square plus g square minus c. I plug in all values. F value is, if I square it, please make a bracket. Without bracket, you get a wrong answer otherwise. And this minus n minus 20. And if I check it in calculator, okay, and root the whole. So this becoming root 9 plus 16 and plus 20. And I get in a root form 3√5. Okay, or in a decimal form, although he's not asking us, just I'm writing 6.71. Okay, although he's not asking here, but I'm writing just sake of understanding. Okay, so center and radius we got, alhamdulillah rabbil alameen, clear. Now he's asking that 10, 0 lies on circle. I show you diagram and an equation of tangent at circle at A. So this is you can see that this is a circle, a rough circle idea mentioned. 4, 3, x is 4, y 3, x is 4, y 3, x is 4, y 3. And one point is mentioned on the top somewhere, you can take anywhere. So x is 10, y is 0. Let's check again. X is 10, y is 0, this is A. And I'm going to make a tangent, and all of you know it's not a hard job to make a. This is no need to show examiner. I'm just showing you to understand. Because you can ask me, sir, it is compulsory to draw? No, it is not compulsory to draw. And this is called radius. And all of you know radius is like that. Okay. And all of you know what is angle between here, this two tangent radius is 90 degree. And what is the plan of action? So I will find this is center, C for center. Center. So first I find gradient of AC and then find negative reciprocal of tangent. So let's start. So gradient of, I'm writing here now, gradient of radius, R for radius. And for formula, y2 minus y1, I mean 0 minus 3. Part 1 is over there, and 0 minus 3 and 10 minus 4. So this is a gradient. I'm going to find it, and it's very clear. It is giving us negative half. But I need gain of tangent. Sorry, a t for tangent. So it is a negative reciprocal. Say change of signs, make it positive, and 2 up and 1 comes down. So 2 by 1 is 2. So now I can find it easily, equation of tangent. So equation of tangent. Formula is y minus y1 equals to m times 2m tangent of x minus x1. Okay, for your knowledge, what is a point? For your knowledge, this will behave as a x1, this will behave as a y1. So 10 and 0. So 0 here and 10 comes here. A question comes from where I get gain of tangent. This is called, no, it's not, it is a radius. I'm looking for this 2 here, plug in 2 here. So answer tend to be 2x minus 20. You copy it, you leave it here, or I think, or bring x on the other end, no issue at all. So Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen, I believe you got a whole idea of the question, and question is completely over. So, and you got a better picture as compared to before. Okay, and I think we should go for next idea. So equation of tangent is a really easy job, not a hard job. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. You want to take a screenshot, you can take it for a reference or for redoing if you want to do later on. And now I'm going to do next concept. And next concept is very easy as well. So next concept is here. If I want to find this is a very easy concept and very important. This is a question you can see here. Example number 17. He's saying determine the shortest distance from a point to the circle. For example, this is a circle and this is a point and this is a center of circle. And for your knowledge, I want to find the distance between from this point to this point. But it is a short distance from circle? No, not at all. It's wrong. The shortest distance of the point from a circle means this point. This to this gap is my target. Okay, so then how we can find it? Have a look here very carefully. This is my target. I just keep it x here. But for your knowledge, this distance from here till here is total distance. We can find it. Okay, and this is called radius, and this is called radius. It means the center C to A distance. If I find it, and wait a minute, let me make it here x, leave it just x only. So it means how to find distance between a circle to A, this point P. Let's label as a P point. How to get AP distance? AP distance. So AP distance we can find from AC gap minus radius. I repeat my words. Full distance, I have it, AC, and then subtract the radius, and I will get automatic distance answer. But that is only possible if I have two things. What? Center and radius. So same job again, come back. For example, I give you idea this one, and then inshallah I give a task. For example, this is a equation given by him. Okay, all right. I think I should do myself. Okay, this question I should do myself. So let's start. X square plus y square. I do it here myself. Okay, inshallah I believe you will understand. X square plus y square, and what are the point number 2 plus 6x plus xx. Wait a minute. Plus 6x plus 6x and minus 8y plus 21. Minus 8y plus 21 equals to 0. And point is given by him is 1, 1 is a point P. Let's recheck once again. X square plus y square plus 6x minus 8y plus 21 is okay, and is given here. So let's start. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Job number 1. Job number 1 is what? Find out equation number 1. And how to find center and radius, every person knows now, mashallah. Plus 2gx plus 2fy and plus c equals to 0, equation number 2. Now I'm going to compare it. So when I compare both equations, equation 1 and 2. So what is the x coefficient? 2g and 6. So 2g is equal to 6. And 2f is equals to minus 8. 2f is equals to minus 8. And c is equal to 21. So c equal to 21. So g becomes 3 and f becomes negative 4. And c is this one, very clearly mentioned. But I need a radius as well. And all of you know how to find radius. So radius formula is very clear. G square f square plus g square minus c. So let's start. F is what? Is f value is minus 4, g value is 3. And minus 4 to power 2 plus 3 to power 2 and minus 21. And I get it here. This is a 16 plus 9, 25. Out of 25, this got so 4 and become 2. So radius becomes 2. Alhamdulillah, easy. And center of circle, every person knows now how to find center of circle. Negative g and negative f will give a center. And when I plug in this 3 here, it remains minus 3. And when I plug in minus 4 here, so what happens, students? It will give you plus 4. So center is mentioned here. C is center. So what is the plan here? That we have given a circle. I'm going to show you. This is a circle. And center is minus 3 and 4. Minus 3 and 4. C. And the point 1, 1 is outside somewhere here. This is a 1, 1. Okay, 1, 1 outside here. Okay, now first of all, this is a point P. So first of all, I find distance of CP. So distance formula, all of you know what is distance formula, students? Y2 minus Y1 whole square plus X2 minus X1 whole square. So it gives us roll distance, and let's try to find it. And for example, why this is 1 and this 4. Or you can take it opposite even. 4 minus 1 and minus 3 minus 1. So I get what here? This is becoming 9 because 4 minus 1, 3, 9 and plus 16. And I get a 5 distance. So it means CP distance is 5. The full distance is 5. And for your knowledge, this is a point X in the middle here. And I want to find XP. Okay. So how to get it? And for your knowledge, radius is 2. So I just show you this gap is 2. From here till here, gap is 2. And from this gap to this gap, we just found it 5. Then I hope so. Very easy gas solution. Then if I'm looking for XP or PX is equals to the 5 minus 2. So Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen, 3 units is answer for the whole idea. I think the concept is very clear. There's no confusion at all. And the question was find the, let me write a question even. So what was the question? Wait a minute, please. Find shortest distance of circle from point P11. Okay. So this was a question. Okay, and we done it. So Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. So I hope so. No confusion at all. If you want to take a screenshot, you can take it, and then I'm going to give a small task. Okay. Similar approach is there, and so I'm going to give you a plan how we can do one question from textbook. And let's start. So this one question available. This is an available question. Find a shortest distance from point to circle. So this is a job. So all of you take take some time, okay, and solve it, and then wait for my solution. Go ahead, please. Yes, students, I'm starting now. And you can do one thing, compare your answer with my answer. So I'm going to start now. So this equation given by him and send a point is given by him. So plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c is equal to 0. Equation 1, equation 2. And all of you know that if I compare them, if we compare both equations, then what happens? So this is 2g equals to negative 10. Don't forget negative sign, please. And g becomes minus 5. Now this 2f is equal to minus 12. F becomes minus 6. Now what left? C is equal to 45 because this value equal to that. So I'm finding radius now. Radius formula, all of you know, f square plus g square minus c. Okay. And f square is 36, g is 25 and minus 45. And this is, if you check it, so root 36 plus 25 and minus 45. It's giving short 4. Okay, now and center is all of you familiar. What is center? Negative G, negative F. We've done so many times now. Negative goes there and negative will give you positive. So I believe is a very clear. And this negative goes there, negative, positive 6. So now it's very clear sense. Okay, I can start now. I can complete a question now. That this is a circle and center of circle is a 3, 6. And the point is exactly here, and radius is coming here by 4. But first of all, that point P lies PC. So I'm going to find, okay, sorry for 1 minute, please. This is a not 3, 6. This is a 5, 6. Sorry for that. Okay, now have a look here. Even this also change. Okay, and now first of all, the point P is away here. So for example, P is just imagine here. So first of all, this distance of this one, CP, this is a C center, P is point mentioned there. So find CP, and all of you know, just use the distance formula, and formula is y2 minus y1 whole square, x2 minus x1 whole square. Apply the formula, y2 I take 6 and y1 is 3. So 6 minus 3 whole square and 5 minus 1 whole square. And what answer comes? This is a 9 and 9 plus 4, this is 16, 24. So become 5 units. So CP gap is a 5 units. So I mean, this gap is 5 units and radius is 4 gap. So I repeat again, this gap is 4 units. And this gap is 5 units. So then this point is X and this point is P. And how to get CP? How to get this one distance? I'm looking for XP. So XP is equals to 5 minus 4, and XP answer become 1 unit. So I believe all of you understood well, and this point is also confirmed and clear. So question was, what was the question? I repeat that a point is mentioned by him, and a circle equation mentioned by him. And first of all, we find center of circle and radius. And then he said, find distance, short distance. And short distance whenever we need to find. For example, there's a circle and there's a point. So this is is it a short distance? No. Short distance? No. Short distance? Not at all. Short distance? Not at all. So it is always, this is called short distance. And if we extend further, it must pass through center of circle. So this distance is my target. And I hope so all points are very, very clear to you. And the concept is clear. And now I'm going to for the next part. And next part is, 1 minute, please. Next part, which I'm going to do, Okay, if you want a screenshot, you can take it. Otherwise, I'll go for next part. And next part is little hard. So get ready for some hard part, okay? Because this is a little lengthy one, and examiner can ask you this kind of question as well. And okay, have a look. This is 2 points clear today. Alhamdulillah, I cleared today 2 concepts. Okay, one concept I cleared to you is equation of tangent. Equation of tangent. Okay, and second concept I finished with you, shortest distance. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. So 2 points are already clear. Now let's go for the third point, which is a little bit tricky and a little bit hard, but inshallah, I believe you will understand, inshallah. Okay. Have a look. This point, this kind of question is a little bit hard. Leave the bottom line. He can give an exam like this. Question he can ask you that point PQR, this one lie on a circle. Okay, so find equation of circle. Repeat my words. Find equation of circle. This is our target to do it. So let's see how we can find it. So points are 0, 2, and 2, 4. Points are 0, 2, and 2, 4. So let me write it 0, 2, and 2, 4. Okay, points are 0, just write A, 0, 2, and 2, 4. And third point we have also mentioned here, and that is 8, 8. 8, 8. Okay, so what is our target to do, students? Our target is find equation of circle passes through AB, passes through A, B, and C. It's a little bit tricky. Okay, so get ready for it. So let's start. But before to start this concept, I have to recall one concept which is very, very important, and then I go back to question. So for example, if you recall the topic of perpendicular bisector, this is very, very important. And before I move, I just give you one idea. Whenever this 2 point lie on it, okay, and I draw a chord. This is called chord, okay, and I make a look at. I take a scale, and I draw a perpendicular bisector. Black color line is called perpendicular bisector. I repeat my words. I use AB, and I got first perpendicular bisector, which is very clear. Let's say I have another point lie here, C. Not here, it can be even little far, even no issue at all. Then I first of all I will join these 2 points. Okay, and now I will make another perpendicular bisector on this. Okay, so when I draw a second green color, this kind of sector, and for your knowledge, this is called perpendicular bisector number 1, and this is called 2, and both perpendicular bisector, I means make a 90-degree and M2 midpoint, make a 90-degree and M1 midpoint. Repeat my words. So this M1, so anyway, this is called, a black line is called perpendicular bisector. This green line is called second perpendicular bisector. So what we have a theorem we have. A theorem says here, a simple story, whenever two perpendicular bisector intersect, we always get a center of circle. This is a whole definition. I repeat my plan again, then I hope so it will become easy for you, inshallah, to solve. So job number 1, I will find equation of perpendicular bisector. Then I will find the second equation of perpendicular bisector. Then I'll solve them simultaneously and I will get a center C. And radius is not a hard job. If I have a center, they take a distance formula for any one point, either with a B or A, or can C for C, but no problem at all. So this is a reason. So I think now concept is very clear, and let's try to fulfill the plan. So I hope so concept is very clear. So let's see, this question is really very lengthy, and whenever this kind of question come in exam, minimum 10 to 11 mark question this come for it. Okay, so let's start. A point 02, B parts 24. Okay, inshallah, let me finish it. Then inshallah, I will explain again, inshallah, this concept. Okay, first of all, I will do step by step. Repeat again. A coordinate I wrote here, B coordinate I wrote here, and C coordinate I wrote from here. Right. So job number one is really lengthy question, but inshallah, I believe if you will listen to me carefully, inshallah, become easy for you. Inshallah. Okay, concentrate fully. Solution start from here. Job number one. I'm looking for this is called perpendicular equation number one. Equation of P1. So equation of perpendicular bisector P1 is my job number one. So let's see how we can fulfill. Okay. First of all, I need M2. First of all, I need M2. Okay. So how to find M2? M2 is midpoint formula. Every person knows how to find M2 formula. X1 plus X2 divided by 2, like an average midpoint formula. Y1 plus Y2 divided by 2. This will behave as a X1. This will behave as a X2. So I'm saying 8. Sorry, first I'm applying on, yeah, P1. P1 is here. So I'm using A and C. Okay. Okay. So it means X1 is 8, X2 is 0, and I got midpoint is 4x value. Now Y1 is 8 and Y2 is 2. So 8 plus 2, 10 divided by 2, I got a 5. So midpoint M2 is 4, 5. Now, as you know, how to find equation of perpendicular bisector, we need gradient of AC first of all. So I'm writing it now, gradient of AC. And what is the formula? Every person knows Y2 minus Y1 over X2 minus X1. So let's apply. Y2 minus Y1, so 8 minus 2 over 8 minus 0. And I'm getting a 6. In the numerator, we have a 6 and divide by 8. So I get it what here? 3 by 4. Common sense, if this blue line is 3 by 4, what is the green line gradient? Negative 4 over 3. So gradient of perpendicular 1 is minus 4 over 3. And I'm going to find this equation of bisector now. But make sure I will not use A, I will not use B, C, I will use M2. Logic is very clear because green line M2 lies on green line. So that is why I'm using M2. I'm write a word here. Use M2, which are 4, 5, and use gradient minus 4 over 3. So let's start. Formula is y minus y1 equals to m times 2x minus x1. And y1 is 5 and m is minus 4 over 3 and x1 is 4. So you know it very well. These three always I multiply left hand side, make the question easier. This question really very lengthy, but anyway, with the full patience. Okay. And because you know this question come in exam for not 3-4 marks, long, lengthy marks, more marks, almost 10 marks. Equation 1 done. So half job is over. So I got equation of green color. Okay. Now I'm going for the black color line. Okay. So let's start. Now I'll use same story with AB. Same story with AB. So half job is over. So I make a line here. Okay. Now midpoint. I'm saving my time now because I'm using A02, B24. And student, what is technique? Now I'm using this saving my time x1 plus x2 divided by 2 and y1 plus y2 divided by 2. And I got x is 1 and y becomes 3. The midpoint is very clear. Midpoint M2 or M1. Let me check. M1. M1. M1 becoming 1, comma 3. And now I'm finding the gradient of AB. So Y2 minus Y1, 4 minus 2 over 2 minus 0, and I got a 1 gradient. And gradient of the perpendicular 2 now, perpendicular 2 or perpendicular 1? Perpendicular 2, okay. And that is becoming negative reciprocal of it. So flipping 1 by 1, no change, minus 1. So now equation I'm finding, but make sure use this and this, okay? So I'm writing here, use M1, 3, and use gradient minus 1. So equation, y minus y1, okay, I do directly. Y minus 3 equals to m times 2x minus x1. And y become what? Negative x. This is becoming plus 1 and plus 3. And final equation is coming minus x and plus 4. Equation number 2 done. And you know, look at here, students, both black color and green color lines intersecting at C. So I will solve them simultaneously now. Okay. There are two techniques substituting. This is a y value. You can see I'm going to plug in here. So let's start. I'm writing here what? Put value of y from 2 in 1. From 2 in 1. So when I'm going to plug in this value here, so what happens? 3 times 2 negative x plus 4 equal to negative 4x plus 31. So let's simplify. 12, 31. This minus 4 comes this side to become positive 4 only. And from 31, you subtract 12. And I get 19. So Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen, I got a center. This 19 I plug in here. If I plug in here, I get what? Negative 19 plus 4, negative 15. So center of circle, I got it. 19 comma minus 15. So I hope so all of you understood well how I got center of circle. I revise again, then I go for radius and question finish. I revise again. Whenever he give us 3 points on the circle, what you will do, students? So first of all, you take AB and find equation of perpendicular bisector. Or first, or fine, I use AC first and I got B1. And then I use AB, then I got other one. You can use even BC also. No at all, no problem at all. Okay. Ultimately, answer becomes same. So I got both, and now I'm finding distance. I use anyone. I think I use 0, 2. So, because I want to find radius, this distance to find it. So I'll use C and A. A is 0, 2. A is 0, 2. And how to find radius, student? All of you know midpoint formula. Sorry, distance formula. So I'm writing here y2 minus y1 and x2 minus x1. And I believe the point is very clear, and now I'm finding it. So in the root 17 to power 2 and plus 19 to power 2. And answer is coming 5 root 26. Let me recheck. Yeah. So equation of circle become what? All of you familiar. X minus a whole square plus y minus b whole square equal to r to power 2. So I'm plugging this 19 come in the place of a, minus 15 come in the place of b, and this goes in the radius place, and that's it. So x minus 19 plus y plus 15 and equals to square of it. And let me check what is square of this number comes. 650. And this is my final answer. So I believe the point is very, very clear. And then inshallah, I'm going to give you one question to practice. Okay. Yes, student, there's one mistake is there because 4 minus 2 is 2. No, it's correct. I think this is correct as well. And 2 by 2 is 1. And we're just finding maybe any mistake is there. So 4 minus 2 is 2, by 2 is 1. Okay. And negative reciprocal. And I can explain you again here because I'm finding the second gradient. I'm going to show you AB. So this black line, equation of line. So first of all, midpoint. Then I find a gradient. and then I find the negative reciprocal, and then I use this 1 3 and this one negative 1 and 1 3. So I use this is a minus 1x and minus plus. So we got it, this one equation of line, and I solve them simultaneously with that equation. Wait a minute, with this equation. So let me recheck. 3 times to y value, okay, and this is clear. 3 4s are 12. Okay, this is a 12, and I got it here 31. I think mistake is here. When this 12 goes there, yeah, this mistake only covered now. So it means 31, and yeah, it is correct, I think. It is also right, okay. Okay, this is all right. So I think there's no confusion at all here. Anyway, but I think you got a point very clear. The method is very clear. Okay, and I will see later on where I think concept is very, very clear. And radius I'll check once again. Radius I check once again. Then center 02 or 20? 02. Okay, 02. So root 19. Yeah, here 19 and 0, 19 square, and plus 17 square. Okay, this is correct as well. So let's start. I'm going to give you one question to you, and you will try that question. Okay, and question is here. I'm going to give you 3 points lie on it. 3 points lie on it. Okay, that is such a question which 3 point lie on it. Yes, please try this question, all of you. This 3 point lie on it, KLM, okay? And you have to find equation of circle. So find equation of circle using these 3 points. Little bit difficult because a lot of signs are negative. So first you try, then inshallah I will do myself. Go ahead. Yes, student, I have given this question to practice, and let's start. Find equation of circle. So as usual, what I said before, I'll take a circle. I assume KL here. So L -2, although I can do another way, but because my target to teach you 2 concepts here, perpendicular concept, perpendicular bisector concept. So, all right, so I think clear. So I'm going to join K with L, and you can see this is a perpendicular bisector, and I make it in a black color so you can see clearly. Okay. And now this is 90 degree, and this is M1. And I call as a perpendicular bisector number 1. So midpoint formula is not a hard job. I'm writing directly now. You can save your time. 10 plus -2 divided by 2, comma, 8 plus -10 divided by 2. I use K and L, correct. So I got it 4, and I got it -1. So M1 is 4 minus 1. Recheck K and L, 8 by 2, 4, and -2 by -1. Okay, now I'm finding gradient of KL line, and Y2 minus Y1 over X2 minus X1. So what I get here, so in the numerator, I'm getting 18 and divided by 12. So 3 by 2. So this blue line 3 by 2 gradient, and the black line is a negative reciprocal. So gradient of P1 line, -2 by 3. Equation of perpendicular bisector. P1. And I must use M coordinate. I must use P1 gradient. So I'm finding directly y minus y1 and m times 2 x minus x1. So this 3 multiplies there, and be careful, 3y plus 3 and negative 2x plus 8. So Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen, this is first equation is done. Now same process I will do, first I have done on a KL. Now I'm going to do same process on LN. I can do KN also, no issue at all. And this time I take a scale and I draw a perpendicular bisector on it. And I make a green color line. All right. And this is, I can say here, this is a midpoint, M2. This is called 2. And 90 degrees very clear here. So let's start. Midpoint. So yeah, midpoint I'm finding is called M2. And x1 plus x2 divided by 2. And I hope so. Okay, wait a minute. I'll check. So let's go for midpoint, and I'm getting here negative 16, so negative 8, and negative 12, so negative 6. So negative 16 by 2, negative 8. Okay, negative 12, so negative, this is correct. Midpoint, I got it. M2, I got it. So student, now I'm going to go gradient of the Ln gradient. So let's find gradient of Ln. Gradient of Ln. And y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Let me recheck, because small mistake can create a trouble. Negative 8 coming in numerator and plus 12 coming in denominator. Negative 2 by 3. So perpendicular lines becoming P2 is becoming 3 by 2 positive. So recheck again, y2 minus y1, y2 minus y1. Okay. And x2 minus x1. Yes, correct. So now I'm going to use this two and use this two. So let's see how we can get it. So equation of perpendicular bisector P2. Y minus 6 m times 2 x minus 8. So y plus 6, 3 by 2 x plus 8. 2y and 2 6 are 12, and 3x and 3 8s are 24. Final form, I get 2y is equal to 3x and plus 12. Recheck again, 2y. Yes, 24, correct. Equation number 2 done. Now I'm going to solve these two equations simultaneously. Okay, so I think I will cancel x. So this equation, this is minus 2, and here plus 3. Upper equation, this number 1, I'm going to multiply with a 3. And equation number 2, I multiply with a 2 and just add them. So let's see now how I can continue. So into 3, I get a 9y. Into 3, I got a 6. Into 3, I got a 15. And now this equation into 2, I get a 4y, I get a 6x, and I got a 24. And cancel out, I get 13y equals to 9 and 39. And y becomes 3. So Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen, I got x, y value clear. And this 3, I'm going to plug in here. When I plug in there, what happens then, students? So 2 times 2, 3 equals to 3x and plus 12. I got a 6 and 6 minus 12 equal to 3x. And I got here negative 2. Let me recheck. This is a minus 6. Yeah. So center turned to be center of circle, negative 2 and 3. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. And now I go for radius. And all of you know, use this center C as a center, either CL, either CK, either CN, no issue at all. We can find anyone. So I use 10 and 8. 10 and 8. So radius is becoming what? All of you familiar? A distance formula. So x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y whole square. And here I got what? 144 and plus 25. And I get 13. 13. And what equation of circles turn to be? Equation of circle. And all of you know formula is what? X minus a whole square plus y minus b whole square equals to r to power 2. And this minus 2 is coming in the place of this a. This 3 goes in the place of this b. And I believe this point is very, very clear now. So I'm getting here 2. And I'm getting here negative 3. And here I'm getting 13 to power 2, 169. So Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Concept is totally clear. And this is a lecture number 2 is over. So we will inshallah see. Let's try some past papers. Okay, inshallah. And the basic concept of the chapter is completely over. Then inshallah we'll go for the past papers in future, inshallah.